Hiya, and welcome back to Psychic Connections. The game that teaches us that, Elliot, can I sit in your lap? Can I sit in your lap? Like, rest my head in your lap? Can I just replace Mason? Anyways, let's just hop right in. I'm sorry. Jude was angrier than I'd ever seen him just now. As scary as it might be, I need to make sure he's okay and not going to hurt someone. I might take a look back at the embarrassed wolf as he checks out books. Hopefully I can check in with him later. Rushing outside, I see Jude storming down the center of campus and I give chase. Jude! What do you want, Mason? Shouldn't you be consoling your boyfriend back there? Hang on. Let me adjust this. What the fuck is up with my chair? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. He's not my... That's not the point. I want to know what the hell that was all about. Go ask that mutt. I'm sure he'll spend a nice tale framing me as a bad guy. Not like I should expect much different. Jude kicks a discarded soda can on the ground, his mood seemingly worsening by the moment. I'm not usually a fan of taking sides. So how about you tell me your side first and I'll compare it to Aiden's and make my own conclusions. Something tells me you're not gonna piss off otherwise. The big deer sighs and sits down on a bench. He pats aside as if inviting me to sit with him. For starters, this isn't a big secret or anything, but don't go telling this to whoever. You got it? I nod in understanding and wait for Jude to start explaining. So, I've sort of been working 2 jobs to support my mom. She's had a bit of bad luck with finding work, so I decided to help her out. Okay, but what does that have to do with... I'm getting to that! Anyway, Aiden offered to find my mother a job. The idea of Aiden being my mother's boss makes me gag, even more so than what we'd be indebted to him. Is that a bad thing? Yes, no. I just don't know what he'd want in return. Aiden never does anyone a favor for no reason. He wants something from me, but I don't know what. Wow, he really doesn't trust Aiden at all. How brief their screaming match just went, I don't know how they could have lasted these past 2 years. Well, gonna say anything? I'm not sure what to say. That's a tough situation. It's kinda sweet how much you care about your mom, though. She's the only family I've got left, so of course I'm gonna give a shit about her. What happened to your dad? Wait, did you notice that? Did you notice that? Like, we ask about his dad and then he loses pupils. Like, what? Jude goes quiet. He rubs his forehead a few times around his scar before looking back at me. I don't feel like talking about that. No offense. Well, it was only a matter of time before Jude started building up walls again. He's one tough nut to crack, that's for sure. Wow. Honestly, I just need to go blow some steam. Then I'm gonna go hit the gym and clear my head. I'll have to join you sometime. Maybe you'll be help. Damn it! Maybe you'll be able to help me get in shape. Tomorrow. What? People always say they like to go to the gym, but they never do. Put your money where your mouth is. No thanks, English is too English to English, right? On one hand, I think it's necessary for his route, but on the other hand... Ew! Exercise. Damn straight! That's what I like to hear! I'll see you there tomorrow afternoon, then. It's a date. What? I gotta go. I'll, see you tomorrow. Jude rushes off towards the gym, leaving me alone on the bench. I wonder what got him so flustered. This is a good opportunity, though. Maybe I'll be able to make conversation while we exercise and figure out how I might get these two to get along. Speaking of, I wonder if Aiden is still at the library. Chances are he's likely already left. I'll have to catch him another time. Ah! My head is killing me. I think this headache is actually getting worse. After dragging myself into my room, I'm prepared to throw myself onto my bed and let the world pass me by. Evidently, the world has decided to start barraging me with text messages. Quinn broke his phone. Aiden and Jude apparently got into a fight. Frat Wave went and wrecked some of the club tables. Here, I thought my day was bad due to a headache. Sounds like nobody's winning today. That's not true! Doesn't sound like you had a bad day, Elliot. But it could have been better had I gotten to spend more time with you. My heart! Right in the heart. Do it again! Jeez, he just never stops trying to sweet talk me. So, what's everyone else up to today? Exercise. I'm thinking about leaving work a little early today. Maybe do some shopping. I'm actually thinking about getting some sleep. Woke up too early today and my headache isn't doing great. Oh, well then quit texting us, silly. Get some sleep. Sweet dreams, Mason. Good night. He even butters Mason up in someone else's route. Did they use psychic powers during their fight? I don't think they did. Is that a miniature 4? That's my favorite number. I only trust numbers that are divisible by 4. Cough, cough, music. Shit, I don't fucking know anymore. Laying back into my pillow, I suddenly find myself feeling heavier than before. Was I really that tired? My consciousness fades fast. Oh shit, Quinn. I haven't the faintest idea what could have happened, especially this late at night. Did he get into a fight? He doesn't seem like the type, and I doubt he tripped into a doorknob or anything like that. I should probably let him explain first before jumping to conclusions. Here I'd been thinking the worst thing about having a roommate would be them sometimes stealing your food. Last thing I'd expect coming to college is that I could get assaulted by one of my peers. What was Aiden's power again? Reading emotions. Wait, no, yeah. Yeah, which one? I'm an empath. Yeah, do we promise or not promise? Side, I'm gonna hydrate. Hydrate, die straight. Alright. I'm gonna say this. If you don't hydrate, then no sexy wolfman for you.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Drink your fucking water, girlies. I mean, technically, I'm not drinking water, I'm drinking tea. But, like, still hydrate. Are they gonna wake him up or let him sleep? Yeah. Basically flavored water. Drinking leaf juice. We're just gonna let him sleep. I don't give enough of this shit right now. Do you need to talk to someone? What? Well, you've been listening to me, and I figure, return the favor. I could tell Jude about Quinn, but I'm not exactly sure I'd bring that up, and Quinn did ask me not to. It's not a big deal, really, just didn't get enough sleep. Jude looks at me with an expression of what I can only assume is doubt. I can't imagine I sound too convincing. What are you doing on campus anyway, Jude? Meeting Zoe to indulge her meddling like always. Meddling? She probably wants to talk to me about Aiden. That makes sense. Zoe seems to mediate to the whole group. So of course she'd try to fix the big fight from yesterday. How are you feeling after all of that anyway? Fine. Just fine? How am I supposed to feel? I don't know. I just thought you'd still be mad or something. Of course I'm still pissed. It's not like it's anything new with that mutt. It's neither. It's in a bowl. I'm not going to go into detail about the tea that I'm drinking. Of course I'm still pissed, but it's not like it's anything new with that mutt. Ah, shit. Alright, figure I'll meet up with you after. You did say you'd come work out with me. I did say that. Are we meeting up at the gym? Nah, it's warmer today. I'm thinking go for a run around the campus. Get the blood pumping. The prospect of running around campus doesn't particularly excite me. But I suppose it makes sense. Hold on. To slay or not to slay? Right, I'm back. Prospect of running around campus doesn't particularly excite me, but I suppose it makes sense. If you say so, I'll meet you around here then. That conversation couldn't, yeah. How are you feeling after yesterday, by the way? What do you mean? That fight between you and Jude? You mean his verbal assault against me? I'm fine. It's no news to me that he isn't fond of me. Still, nobody likes being yelled at. While that is true, we're both grown men. It's only a matter of time before Jude sees reason anyway. Somehow I find myself doubting that very much. I'm still not even sure if it's Jude that needs to see reason either. Oh, hi, Quinn. Hang on. I'm to take a run with Jude. Give me a minute. Yeah. After changing in the bathrooms, I begin heading out to meet Jude. My mind still lingering on Quinn. I need to get my head on straight. Jude is bound to get annoyed if my thoughts are somewhere else. I'm a little nervous about this. I have no idea what to expect from a workout with Jude. Where at? I'm almost there. Never mind, I see you. Looking up from my phone, I indeed see the large reindeer charging towards me. If I hadn't seen his natural glare on numerous occasions, I might have assumed he was coming over to flatten me. Hey, Jude. You ready? I think the better question is, are you ready? Be honest, Mason, you don't work out very much, do you? Probably not as much as I should. Alright, well then we'll start off light, just a 3-mile jog around campus, and we'll see where your stamina is afterwards. That is not light! That is not a light workout! Are you trying to kill us? Are you actively trying to murder us? There are easier ways to do it. There are easier ways to murder us. Like, you know, by stabbing us. Hooray, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I hope y'all made plans for your death. 3 miles? 3 miles? Yeah, we might fit in some basic core strength exercises afterwards, but only if you're up for it. I know I agreed to do this, and we haven't even started, yet somehow I am completely filled with regret. I put on a brave smile, and Jude simply nods before instructing me through some stretches. Out of curiosity, how far do you normally run? Well, normally I'd run a 5K if I was trying to do something quick. What? What? That is not quick. I usually run a 10K to maintain my endurance. Obviously, I go longer if I'm training for an event. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Do you run professionally? Jude stopped, stretching downward towards his legs to look at me with an incredulous expression, like I'd asked a silly question. Not at all. I don't have the build for it, but it is great exercise for stamina building. Oh, thank you, Damien. Then what kind of events do you train for? Boxing. There's a local organization that got me hooked when I was younger. Turns out I've got a knack for it, though. It's no surprise when you got a freak show brain like mine. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Seeing 3 seconds ahead, Jude will always see some surprise move coming. Though, what he said just now... Is that how you see yourself? A freak show? It's hard not to. Nobody else seems to be wired the way we are. Zoe will try to spin it as being special, but... Enough about me. You're stalling. Which means we should start. Right! We're gonna die! We're gonna die. After expertly dodging my question, Zood... Damn it! Called him Zood! I don't want to be in my Chunter arc either. After expertly dodging my questions, Jude begins taking off in a direction and I give chase. Zood. I called him Zood. God damn it. Let me find the list. Is this the list? That is not the list. Where's the fucking list? God damn it, I gotta make a new list. Can someone help me come up with all the words that I fucked up in every single ever since? I already know one. That amethyst won't let me live down. Music Rum Klube. I think that's... Did I say that one wrong? Zood. Are there any words that I fucked up? Are there any more words that I fucked up? R.I.P. Mason. R.I.P. Seriously, are there any other words that I fucked up? Music from Klube. Well, I'm gonna keep this list up here. Too many to remember them all. English is my first language. That's the fucked up part. English is my first language. You would think that I know how to speak my first language. But I don't. I don't know how to speak my first and only language that I can speak, which is English. Apparently I can't speak. I can't fucking talk. After expertly dodging my question, Jude begins taking off in a direction and I give chase. I figured that as long as I can see that cottontail on his shorts, it means I'm keeping a good pace. I'm able to keep that mindset for about 5 minutes before feeling drenched in sweat and out of breath. I can feel my vision blurring slightly from the adrenaline, or is it exhaustion? I'm not feeling the supposed runner's high, so it's likely the latter. Am I really this out of shape? I was pretty sure I was able to run at least a mile before breaking a sweat back in high school.
Keep up, Mason. Don't quit on me yet.
I'm trying. A mere moments later, I lose sight of Jude, but I know I should keep running at least for as long as I can. Didn't he say this was going to be a jog? So how is it that he got so far ahead? Is it because he has longer legs? Stupid muscular legs that look great with every stride. Meanwhile, I feel like I'm flailing about and no doubt look like I'm about to have a heart attack. I can't do this. My feet feel like they're on fire. My lungs feel like they're about to collapse. I slow myself down to a walk as I try to catch my breath. At least Jude isn't here to see me slow down this early on.
Done already, huh?
I nearly fall over in shock as Jude appears out of seemingly nowhere.
I thought you could see the future, not bloody teleport. I looped around this past building to see where you're held up. Imagine my disappointment to find you walking after just 8 minutes. You're the crazy deer who expected me to run a 5K when we both know I barely exercise at all. I didn't expect you to run the whole thing. Oh, sure. Like that makes me feel better. So you just figured I'd fail? I want to see how far you get before giving up. Gives me a baseline for where you're at. Most of the time when someone starts exercising, they tend to overestimate where they're currently at. So, where am I at then? Woefully out of shape. With a bit of work, you can definitely see some results. This isn't something you can just do. You actually have to be willing to put in the work. I guess. Can I ask, why did you even agree to exercise with me?
This music is a vibe.
Fucking alphabet soup. What? That's... There are better ways to get to know me than working out. What am I, a pile of muscles?
Considering his bulging biceps are one of his most distinctive features. No.
You don't sound so sure about that.
Well, you're not exactly the sharing type, so this seemed like as good of an opportunity as any. Plus, after yesterday, I thought you might need a friend or something.
Well, you thought wrong. I'm already over yesterday. I just had enough of that prick. You don't need to worry about your pretty little head. Zoe already gave me an earful.
You think we're pretty? She did?
Yeah, so we both need to play nice, for the sake of the group. Now we're all supposed to support each other and all that sunshine and rainbow crap.
What's so bad about supporting each other?
Nothing, just there's nothing any of us can do to really solve any of our problems.
I guess he has a point. The easiest thing for Jude would likely be to no longer be psychic. But he is, and there's nothing he or anyone else can really do to change that for him.
I'm just so damn tired of trying to make the best of a shitty situation.
It's that bad, huh?
It's like listening to a song when your headphone speakers has a delay to it.
Oh, I would flip the fuck out. I would flip the fuck out. Because if there's one thing you need to know about me, do not fuck with music. Do not fuck with music. I will kill a bitch. Yeet them headphones into the garbage where they belong, LMAO. See, if it was 3 years ago, if it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I would smash my fucking phone. Purely out of anger. Do not fuck with my music. Do not fuck with it. I will kill a bitch.
So everything you listen to or do has this echo to it. My head hurts every time I think about it too much. I'd give anything to be able to snap my fingers and not have to deal with it anymore.
Oh, hiya. Say I'm wrong. What? You're talking about, like, random ringing in the ear? Because I get that. Yeah, I get ringing in my ears sometimes. It's not fun. So, what do you do then to deal with it? Do not fuck with music. I will kill a bitch.
You're looking at it. I exercise till my brain stops working. I try using this gift to the best of my advantage, but it doesn't outweigh the negatives. Even when trying to explain it, it's just frustrating.
Then don't.
What?
If it bothers you that much, we don't need to talk about it. We can talk about something else.
Still don't get it, but whatever.
Okay, let's say that your headphones are, one ear is half a second behind the other ear. So you hear the same thing twice, but in different ears. It is fucking annoying. It's why I don't record voiceovers in Ableton. It's why I don't do that shit. Or I turn off that specific track, and then I record it, and then I reactivate the track. Because there's a delay. It's a pain in the ass. Jude does need a hug.
That sounds good. How about we finish our run?
Oh, maybe that, or we could do something else.
Let's do another quarter mile. I'll pace with you so I can at least give you some tips.
Well, I did suggest we talk or do something else. I've only got myself to blame that it turned into more exercise. Jude and I then begin another jog, this time a bit slower. I can see Jude studying my movements as we run.
Try widening your stride a bit and loosen your hands. You're gonna have tense shoulders if you keep them clenched like that.
Jude continues relaying instructions for me to adjust my form, and I do my best to follow his recommendations. We continue this routine for another 5 minutes before I find myself stopping once more. At which point, Jude suggests we try some basic core exercises, mostly push-ups and sit-ups. And now he's trying to kill us.
My theory is the Elliot would have been the horny route. Jude will be the comic out situation a tiny bit. No idea for Quinn and Aiden.
Now he's trying to kill us. Now he's trying to kill us. If for everyone I did, he'd do too. Sometimes I even forget myself every now and then watching him move. Our afternoon flew by like this, with us both working side by side at our own pace.
Well, that wasn't too bad, now was it? I'll say your stamina definitely needs work. But I was expecting you to do worse.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. It's like I just said earlier. Put in the work and you'll see the results. Hang on, I gotta take this thing off before I start sweating too much. Jude grabs the straps of his tank top and pulls his arms through them. Then, sliding the shirt upward, he pulls the straps along his antlers before pulling the rest of the top through. Oh. Oh. Do you always take your shirt off like that? Jude, your tits look heavy. Let me hold them for you.
Only when I can. These things on my head can make it a bit tougher.
Aren't you ever worried your shirt might get stuck, though?
No. I wear stretchy tops or shirts with buttons or zippers now.
I guess it makes sense. Seeing him like this gets me feeling all those kinds of things. So, who wouldn't with abs and pecs like those? Seeing his tattoo again like this, I feel my curiosity getting the better of me. I don't know if this will be too pressing of a question, but I really want to know. That's a nice tattoo you have there.
Thanks.
Jude's expression shifts from relaxed to a more serious glare, like his eyes are trying to shoot laser beams into my skull. Is that a subtle way of telling me not to press further? If so, it's not very subtle. Want to ask, but I can tell you're not keen on telling me. That's okay, you can do it when you're feeling up to it.
Sorry.
It's cool, and hey, this was almost fun. I might even try working out again. I might even want to try working out again.
Yeah? Well, if you do, let me know. I could use someone to spot me at the gym.
I'm not too sure I'd be able to help much with whatever weights you're lifting.
Well, it'd be ideal if you could. I really only need someone to help guide me back into the rack. That's a conversation for another time, though. Huh. Guess Quinn has a new phone.
Oh, yay! New phone, Quinn.
What an idiot.
He says this, but the smile on his face makes it obvious he's glad to hear from him. I can't help but wonder why Jude doesn't seem to ever just say what he means. Jude's smile fades away quickly as his brow furrows into an expression of annoyance.
Shit! Sorry, Mason, I gotta go.
Okay, see you. Jude grabs his sweaty shirt off the ground and begins sprinting away before I can even finish saying goodbye. Well, that was an awkward way to end things. I can't help but wonder where he has to be in such a rush. Feeling a little gross, I decided it's best to hit the dorm showers and then get back to my room.
Mason!
Zoe! Oh god. Oh god! I got more shit to say to you! Fucking reverse Godzilla looking motherfucker! I got more shit to say to you! You look like the abomination love child of Carl Hendricks and fucking Dylan. What does your shirt say? What does your shirt say?
It's time to drink
What the
water.
fuck does your shirt say?
It's time to drink water.
Does it say that you drink
It's time
green
to drink
tea?
water.
You
It's time
goddamn,
to drink water.
you goddamn waste of oxygen. You look easy to draw. You look like you're easy to draw. You look like the human equivalent of a participation award. Hang on. Hang on. Gotta come more. You're built like 80-20 ground beef. Trying to think of more shit to say to him. I'm trying to think of more shit to say to him. You know, I gotta pull up some rare insults. Why do I gotta pull up the sensor? Rare insults. Here we go. Oh shit. Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster. Here we go. Here we go. You goddamn self-imposing cockalorum. A boastful and self-important. You snollygoster. No, those don't work. Those don't work. Here we go. Here we go. dmilk.com. Hopefully this. Why am I like this? See, here's the thing, Cells have survived 600 million years without a brain. Without a single brain cell.
Staples and glue, cause if anyone knew, what would I do? My color's too true, the saturation's detonating the life that I knew.
A ray of hope
There's
for
safety
this
in blue,
motherfucker.
Blue heart, but I'm in a new hue that I didn't choose, feelings are throwing a new coup. Oh yeah, also who's this bitch?
I would say, yeah, last one. You look like a chewed up school eraser. Alright, I'm done. Oh, he's the he's the asshat who punched Quinn. Yeah, that's Greg. It's Jude. I wonder what he wants. Zoe said we're camping. Sounds like it. That okay with you? Yeah, fine. Never gone before. Yikes, I feel this trip has the makings of a real disaster if things don't go the way Zoe hopes. Also, sorry. For ditching you earlier. My mom needed help. How are your legs doing? Little sore, but I should be okay. I recommend you keep at it.
I personally think the Elliot route would be the most horny route, and Jude the more coming up story,
Anyway,
but I don't know for Aiden and
See you
Quinn.
tomorrow. Night, Jude. Tomorrow. See, here's the thing. Okay, how are we going to wake up Quinn? How are we going to wake up Quinn? Also, Greg, last one. For real, this is the last one. Greg, how does the inside of your colon smell? Because your head is so far up your ass that it's just there. How does the inside of your colon smell, Greg? Because your head is that far up your ass. Creeping off my bunk bed slowly, I slide up next to the sleeping bunny. I can't help but admire his unique sleeping position. As much as I want to let him keep sleeping, as well as fear the unique bending of his anatomy, we really need to get ready for class. My hand brushes his arm as I place it atop his shoulder before shaking the slumbering rabbit ever so slightly. Quinn! Wake up! We need to get to class!
5 more minutes, babe.
Did you just call me babe? We don't have time for him to sleep for 5 more minutes. No can do, babe. We've got a class to get to.
What?
Quinn begins wriggling out about under his covers and stretches his arms outward. His mouth gapes as a large yawn escapes his muzzle.
Man, I was having such a good nap, too.
Well, you can catch a nap when we're headed to the campsite later. We've got to get to class.
Oh. Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, baby girl. Skip school for the funnies. Yeah. Yer. We'll just hold down control for the entire fucking time. It's Operation Friendship. Oh, hi, Jude. Obviously, we have to sit in the back with Jude. I think I'll sit in the back. It's the safest part of a car anyways. What? Are you worried we'll get into an accident? With the way you drive, that's probably not the worst idea anyone's ever had.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just get going.
Oh, Elliot. Elliot pouts but eventually gives up on insisting he's a skilled driver. We get loaded into his truck and begin our road trip. Also, wait, no. Okay, what's gonna be our topic for the essay? Let's hold hands while you're driving, Elliot. Not that hand. A different hand. That is not the safest part of a truck, Amethyst. Are you trying to die? Don't answer that question. Then keep roasting him, my guy. I'm not gonna stop you. I don't think any of us are gonna stop you. No! No! You're not allowed to die! No! No! That is not allowed. That's a bad Amethyst. Bad Amethyst. That's a bad Amethyst. Go to the corner and think about your life. Just kidding. We still love you. Fucking gay rights. We still love you, Amethyst. We still love you. Okay, we're gonna start a conversation, text Aiden, or stare out the window. That's not true. We love you. Yeah. So, what's a dentist's favorite time of day?
2:30.
Quinn practically starts jumping in his seat while Jude just groans. You've really done it now.
Why couldn't the Sesame Seed leave the poker table? He was on a roll.
God, no.
How do you put a baby alien to sleep? You rock it.
This continues for several minutes non-stop. Apparently, Quinn has a pun button. Once pressed, the rabbit goes into a long, terrible joke frenzy. Please stop.
Okay, last one. How do trees use the internet?
How?
They just log in.
I can feel a powerful cringe coming on, ripping its way through my entire being. That pun was particularly bad. Desperate to change the conversation, I say the first thing on my mind. So, Elliot, who's running the cafe while you're out? I thought you had some sort of integrity. Okay, we're gonna follow Jude and Quinn or head to the camp with Elliot. Cobverse. Yeah, we gotta follow Jude. Sorry, Elliot, let Zoe know we'll be there when we can. No worries, just make sure you stay in touch. We don't need y'all getting lost in the woods. Hopping out of the car, I move quickly to catch up with Quinn and Jude. Hey, wait up! After catching up to Quinn and Jude, I find myself gasping for air. How am I already out of breath? It's like when I tried running with Jude. Did the accident kill any stamina I had before, or is it all just gone? Wasn't physical therapy supposed to help with that? I can't believe this.
What, like Zoe's never devised a plan to try and get you and Aiden to get along?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't care about that. I care that you lied about it.
Damn it, Quinn. We came into this thing saying that no matter what, we'd be honest with each other. What's the fucking point if you don't have my back?
Right, like you're always so freaking honest.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're ashamed to tell others about your new job. I think you both know why, too. You've danced around it all summer. I looked up, Jude. Sarabella? It's a gay club.
I don't...
Look, I get that you're probably not comfortable with dudes touching each other or whatever. I want to know that being around it hasn't turned you off so much that you don't want to talk to me.
What?
Jude looks at Quinn slack-jawed, and even if I'd caught my breath by this point, I'd have no idea what to say.
Just, you don't suddenly hate me, right?
Where the shit is this coming from?
Jude grabs Quinn by the arm and pulls him into a tight embrace.
You're my best friend. I wouldn't care if you started fucking chairs. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Look, I know I've been in a shitty mood. This job has some crappy hours, but it pays really well. I don't talk about it because it really isn't worth talking about.
Sorry. I guess I just had a lot of negativity floating around lately. I'd been trying to not let it get to me, but...
Shit. I know I gotta clean things up with the mud. Just can't y'all let me stew in my anger for even a week?
Quinn laughs at this, and I can feel the tension in the air getting looser. I still don't say anything, not wanting to interrupt this moment.
All I want is for you to be more honest when the shit is gonna get sprung on me, you know?
Right.
This feels like the moment Quinn should be bringing up the truth about his black eye. He isn't saying anything, though. Do I really need to give him a push? Fucking more than anything is stuck in my head right now. More than anything, needing you to know I love you more than anything. More than anything. Quinn, don't you think you should come clean about the other thing?
What other thing?
Seriously, Mason? Now?
There won't be a better time, and you literally just started hugging while reaffirming your friendship. I can tell by Quinn's expression that he's shocked and upset that I brought this up, but it's a chance to completely come clean that he can't let go to waste. Jude crooks his eyebrow at me before looking back down at the bunny that has already begun disengaging from their embrace.
Well, first I need to make this clear. It is not a big deal. So I'll tell you, however, you have to promise not to flip out.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm not going to like this?
Quinn shakes nervously and looks at me while I nod at him in encouragement. He can do this.
Anyway, remember that roommate I'd been complaining about before?
That reptile asshole? Yeah.
Quinn scratches the side of his face trying to find the words. Jude looks at him trying to figure out what he's saying, but then his face seems to widen in realization.
Wait. Did that prick fucking hit you?
Please don't flip out.
How do you expect me to feel? Some piece of shit assaulted you. I'm gonna kick his ass, that's what I'm going to...
There's no need for that.
What do you mean, no need? That monster's gonna keep treating Quinn like shit if we don't do something.
Or already doing something. Quinn moved into my room and Zoe's currently trying to file paperwork through the school. Ideally, we'll be able to get that dick expelled, but we should at least be able to get some kind of restraining order.
Right, like a restraining order has ever really stopped anyone. I would expect that guy to learn anything.
Look, he sucks, I get it, but think about the kind of trouble we'd get in if we taught him the lesson you're talking about. What if you got banned from campus? What if you got pressed with some assault charges?
That's the guy who should get charged with assault.
Right, but what do you think the odds are that he'd get charged with assault if you went to his room and threw down? Jude glares at me with silence. Even he doesn't want to admit it, but he knows I'm right.
Hey, it's okay. I'm fine now. I won't be seeing that jerk again.
Why'd you make up that door thing earlier then?
What do you think? You're ready to go charging back to campus, fists a-blazing.
I wasn't...
Yes, you were. I know you better than that, and you know that.
Jude starts grumbling, but Quinn simply laughs.
Look, the sun's gonna be heading down soon. We should hurry up and head to the campsite. We can talk about this more later, alright?
Jude doesn't say anything more. Instead, he just lumbers behind us quietly. While we continue moving towards the attended site. Thankfully, by following the trail, we managed to find where Elliot had parked. Next to his truck, smoking a cigarette, is a large bullet who I don't recognize. Do either of you know who that is? Quinn leans towards me and starts whispering in my ear.
That's Jericho, Aiden's bodyguard.
Aiden has a bodyguard? Yeah, when you're loaded, you're bound to have whatever you want and need. You can basically buy whatever you want. That includes people.
Jude! That's rude. Besides, Jericho isn't like that.
I'm not so sure. Looking back at the bovine, it becomes apparent that he is staring at me with stern eyes, watching me closely behind a thin cloud of tobacco smoke. Studying me, analyzing me, as if trying to determine if I'm some kind of threat. As if I'm some kind of predator. The way he looks at me, it actually makes my skin crawl. He doesn't look like the conversational type, and quite frankly, I'm more interested in reconvening with the others and walking far out of his line of sight. Walking up a slight hill, we're all met with a small campsite with several bags strewn about. I don't see Zoe or Aiden around, but I can see plain as day that Elliot has his round bottom in the air while rummaging about in some coolers. Oh. This could be a good opportunity to pull a fast one on the smooth feline. Oh god. The temptation to just go up and smack his ass. Like, just walk up to him and be like, "Hey, Elliot." Yes! Slap that booty. I place my finger against my lips, signaling for both Quinn and Jude to be silent. Jude rolls his eyes while Quinn nods and tries his best to stifle his giggling. Creeping up behind the large panther slowly, I wait until I'm just a few steps away, and then... boom! Ellie's tail immediately whips to the side while he stumbles over, dropping a bottle of beer that hits the ground, shattering the bottle and spilling the drink everywhere. What the? That was not funny!
I don't know, Elliot. Looked pretty funny to me.
I never took you for a prankster, Mason. I'll have to stay on my toes. Reach out and help him up, and he takes my hand into his, but I'm surprised by sudden pull. Rather than helping him up, he yanks me down on top of him. Confused at first, I look at him and find myself met with both a playful smile and an intimidating gaze. Oh. Don't think I won't try to get you back for that. Pulling me up off the ground with him, I dust myself off and Elliot starts cleaning the ground of broken glass and spilled alcohol. I see your traveling companions found no reason to stop you from pulling that stunt either.
No, we didn't, but you gotta admit, that was really funny.
Not as funny as that, seriously. What the fuck is that idiot wearing? I follow Jude's finger and find it pointing at Aiden in the distance. He's standing in a strange outfit while talking to Zoe. From this distance, it almost looks like one of those old scout uniforms, but that can't be the case. That'd be too ridiculous. I find myself holding back a bit of a laugh at the idea while Quinn audibly snickers. Even Jude seems like he might enter a fit of laughter. Maybe it's his pajamas? As if. The guy's wearing a freaking neckerchief. Can I expect that you'll be teasing him about this? Mercilessly. If I'm going to be here with him, I'm going to enjoy it. At this moment, Zoe starts walking back towards the camp, leaving Aiden to continue staring off into the sky alone. Oh, hey, you guys. Glad y'all made it here safe and sound. Zoe pulls me into a side hug while ruffling Quinn's hair and looking up at Jude. Sorry, things are a bit of a mess right now, still getting everything set up. If you guys don't mind helping out, I kinda need to borrow Mason for a minute. You need me for something? Yeah. We need to have a talk, and I need a break from, well, anyway, if you'll come with me. Zoe grabs my arm, and while I'm not particularly keen on walking anywhere after having just made it to camp, I have no reason to really object. Try shaking him from my thoughts, but my curiosity gets the better of me. So, Aiden's body Jericho, does he know about us, how we're all psychics? Yeah, Jericho's psychic too. Seriously? Yeah, he's a telepath. More specifically, he can read thoughts. It's why Aiden chose him to be his bodyguard. He can usually tell if someone is going to do him harm well before they act on it. Wait, then why isn't Jericho part of the whole group? He doesn't need it. What do you mean? God, where do I even begin? Everyone's in tune to their abilities at a different wavelength. It's just going to be a bunch of holding down control. I forgot about Aiden's outfit. The cuties. Aiden's outfit. I'm sorry. But this outfit. The fuck are you wearing? God damn. I'm just skip right into the NSFW though. I won't. I'm pretty sure it'll stop soon. Who should we talk with? Obviously, Jude. Yeah, I'm not going to. Curiosity gets the best of me, and I move closer to Jude, hoping to find out what he's whittling. Hey. Jude briefly looks at me before turning his focus on the wooden canvas in his hands. Turns it back and forth before peeling back another sliver of bark. What are you making?
It's well, I don't know, not really sure yet.
I didn't know you were into wood carving.
Well, there's not a ton of things to do out here, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's either this or go on some nature walk or something. I figure I've done enough of those, so this is the next best thing.
Did you used to go hiking or something? Jude pauses mid-cut on his little wooden log, clearly needing a moment to think about what I said before continuing.
Yeah, I used to go with my grandmother. She was adamant about taking me when I was little, even though I didn't really want to go.
That's still nice though, right? Seeing some sights when you were younger.
Wasn't really about that, it was more about getting in tune with nature. She thought it'd help balance my energies.
Jude looks at me with a sort of wistful expression, but then his face shifts into a scowl.
Whatever, I wouldn't expect you to get it.
The Servine begins aggressively carving away at the stump, and I'm left to contemplate what I did or didn't say to agitate him. Probably better I just try to change the subject. Maybe I should try coming up with carving suggestions. Suggest something practical or suggest something fun. While the ad plays. Yes. Yes, Queen. Bum bum bum. Do your no ads dance. Bum 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 bum. Wait. Cats. Serious question. Do you have an ad blocker on? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime. It all down here right next to Jude. Yes. Replace Jude with Elliot and you got me. You know, you could always try making something practical with that log.
Oh yeah? Like what?
I don't know, like a spoon or maybe a letter opener.
Why are you telling me what I should make?
I'm not, but you said you didn't know what it was, so I thought I'd offer suggestions. Jude stares into my eyes and no doubt is peering past them and into my soul. After boring into my skull with his gaze for a moment, he seems satisfied with my answer and the tension in his shoulders visibly relaxes.
Whatever, I'll think about it. Can't be much worse than Quinn's suggestion.
What did Quinn suggest?
He said I should make a wooden boxing glove.
Hey, that'd be kind of cute. I mean, you like boxing, right? Jude gives me a bit of a stern look before rolling his eyes, looking back to his carving project.
It's not gonna ever use it. It'd just be a wooden fist, and what would I do with that?
Well, he isn't wrong. Punching someone with a wooden boxing glove is probably against the rules somewhere. At the very least, though, it'd make a good decoration. I don't say much else, and opt to watch Jude whittling his project. Gives me a few leery looks, but doesn't say anything while he works. Are we going to partake in alcohol? Don't give the twink suggestions about wooden fists. Ah! Alcoholism? Ew, yucky. Disgusting ass beer. No, did Jude had beer? No, he doesn't. So, no. No thanks, I think I'll pass for now.
If Mason won't have one, then I'll take his.
Very funny. Last I checked, you're still not 21.
Seriously? You guys are gonna be like that even now?
It's not like it's anything special. I'm not drinking either.
Oh, easier said when you're over the age barrier. I bet none of you even remember what it was like waiting to have alcohol.
I do, especially since it's not like it was actually that long ago for me. I'd have gotten impatient too and tried it if life didn't fast forward on me. I watch Zoe as she gives the bottle a sniff before scrunching up her nose. She shakes her head before taking a big swig of her drink. Within moments, she's spitting out the drink and almost seems to be visibly convulsing as she retches and coughs.
You don't like it?
How the hell is anyone supposed to like this? It tastes absolutely horrendous. I don't know. It's certainly not of a high quality, but I'd consider it tolerable. Zoe looks at Aiden bewildered, before setting her bottle down in disgust, occasionally spitting to the side as she tries to get the taste out of her mouth. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Alcohol sucks unless it's wine, yes. My body does not like me. It is very mad. Stay safe. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.